3D rendering, the way you know it, is being replaced. Professionals aren't experimenting with AI anymore. They are using it on real, paid, commercial work. But here's what nobody tells you. This isn't magic. It's not about typing one prompt and hoping for a viral video. Here's how pro workflow looks like. You direct the entire shot in 3D, camera, animation, timing, then let AI to turn it photoreal on top. The 3D keeps it precise and give you control over it. AI does the rendering thing. So in this video, I'm gonna walk you through this first person, the exact workflow that I use on commercial projects, the one people pay real money for. No testing this time. Now it's about how to ship and how to get paid. And right before, hit that like button so I know you need more videos like this. Okay, we're gonna assume we have commercial request for a promotion video with the watches. Let's say this will be the watches. I think good example. Let's take this real watches as reference. All right, now the first thing I'm gonna generate few more images to get more of these watches from different sites. That is so-called master prompt. So it must look something like this. We're gonna of course need to make sure it follows the exact product. The more images you're gonna provide here, the more accurate you're gonna get it. So my master prompt will be looking like this. You can play with more views and stuff, but the most importantly, it should show all the sites. Another thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create 3D model. So if you watch my channel, you know how to create that easy for free and stuff. So let's say we do have this object. The good thing, we don't really need a material. We just need an accurate shape, and this one is pretty good. And now let's actually take it to the Blender. Also, for the purpose of this video, I'm gonna show you that it doesn't really matter where you're gonna get the object. The most important are shape and the idea translation. So I additionally found Rolex model on Sketchpad. We're gonna also bring it to 3D scene, and then additionally I'm gonna model simple blocking of the watches. That's only to show you that you can use different ways for this Playblast, that you can get 3D models in different ways for these purposes and pretty much using any software. Okay, now let's keep them here for a while and let's find some inspiration. And I found like this interesting video and I really like this composition. Like not too difficult. Let's try to get it as a reference. So what I'm gonna do now is with these primitives, I'm gonna build a similar scene like that. And the position of the objects of the watches, it doesn't matter that much while it's appreciated and it will help you to make it more accurate. What's matter really is the frame, is how you guide the camera, is a perspective, all of that. And this is what I'm gonna do right now. So I'm gonna do the simple shot of around 4 seconds and I'm gonna set the animation. This time I'm showing this in Cinema 4D, but you can definitely do all of this in Blender and any other 3D software. To prepare this video, I asked one of the artists I work with to show his real commercial pipeline that he really used, and he actually earns good money from this. So this is pretty much the production workflow. And the animation is set, and now we can actually do the rendering. We do not render in colors, we just need clear, distinguished shapes in animation. We're gonna do the Playblast rendering, and we're also gonna need to export first frame because we're gonna need to edit that with Nano Banana before we start video rendering. So now let's go to Nano Banana and let's use our Playblast together with the master prompt. And again, here's my prompt that will help me to transfer this style. So you can see how it looks. I'm basically tagging images and say like, this is the master reference. The watch model must exactly match. And we also need to mention all important details and material properties. And that comes from the experience basically. Let's press generate and let me show you the example. So for all the Playblast that we created, it got pretty much the same front, but you can see it differs from the backside because backside is not specified and it doesn't know anything about it from master prompt, right? So it actually keeps it from the Playblast. So I guess in this case, more correct, we're gonna go with generated one. But if you know what's there, you definitely want to keep it real. But this example shows that it doesn't really matter what you use on the Playblast, AI can work on top of that, even if you work with simple primitives. With first frame ready, we are actually ready to start doing the animation. So let's go to the video generation to see dance, and I'm gonna use text with reference, or also it is called like working with elements and stuff, which is I think the most advanced and professional way to address that. Here's how it looks here. We upload all image or video reference, even audio is supported. I can upload Playblast, first frame, and my master prompt. And here you can see the preview of the prompt, like use video one, which is Playblast, as a main blocking reference, keep camera pass, blah blah blah, exactly. Then use image one as a lighting and material reference, and the image two as a master reference for watch design and details. The prompts like that are of course generated with help of ChatGPT, but you just need to know the logic behind. The logic, it tells exactly to do what with what, and mention all important details about materials, lighting, etc. That comes from the experience, but I'm gonna show more cool tools here that make it even easier. And for this video, by the way guys, I'm using OpenArt, which is also sponsor of this video. It's a really balanced alternative to all that expensive tools out there. It is way more affordable and providing you with bunch of really cool tools, which we're gonna test really soon. By the way, for the audio, I really don't like generating with audio. I don't think it's really good right now, and it's way easier to add some music on top later. So we're gonna need to set the right timing, so it should be exactly the same as a Playblast to not get some awkward results, because if we're gonna go with normal mode. Let's hit generate, and it takes a few minutes, but I already got you. And let's review the results. I'm gonna start composing that in Adobe Premiere, and what I want to show you is how precisely it actually matches the Playblast. So here is the real video, and you can see pretty much it goes 1-to-1, everything, and the lighting and stuff, it really works. And also in my prompt, I ask it for light sweep effect. That's when like light goes on the metal like this, and you can see it did it exactly. And I mean, you see what you see. So now how about we scale it further, right? One frame is not enough, and yeah, that's not how professionals definitely do that. We're gonna create more frames, and then we're gonna do a few more sequences and compose them in Adobe. Let's see how far we can get. The next frame will be that camera goes on the watches, and there will be a moment when it sort of deassemble the watches on parts. But I'm not gonna do that in 3D. I just gonna set the frame. How I gonna achieve that is with additional references. So you can see here's my shot, and I gonna create some more references of watches, how they deassemble. We're gonna of course prepare first frame for this one, but I also gonna prompt and create a reference like this. To get the right image, it took a little bit. Actually, I had to create it separate and then combine. So it took a little bit more than 10 minutes. Now with this frame, master prompt and stuff, we're gonna run the next video generation. And here's how it looked like. Quite good. Not the best shot. I think it can be even better, but it works. The same way I'm gonna prepare 2 more shots. Now, full disclosure, it's not about like 5 minutes and magic prompts and stuff. That also involves experience and learning how to best prompt it to fail less and get your results better. But having it on top of 3D Playblast helps significantly, and it is way less random. And here's the final edit. Total with all prompting, with all generation, this video took around 3 hours, which is definitely not magic 1 minute, but it looks quite decent. Now here I want to show you also some additional feature that helps a lot with the simpler task when, let's say, we do have main composition built. In OpenArt, we can go to video, and there is VFX, and also there's a replace background and relights. These are 3 new features that worked really well. So let's give it a try. We're gonna choose watches, and we're gonna upload our final video and do a text prompt. Let's just make it a clean blue background and see like how it keeps the details, right? A simple one. And here it is. It really replaced background only, do not change anything. Well, that was simple. How about we do real light, and I'm gonna choose neon rim light. Okay, and here's the results. And this one is quite difficult because it also affects a lot of reflection, and you can see it actually does great job keeping original object and just doing the different shades of light. There is some sort of noise on the background, but I guess like we can give it another try. And one more complex, I was using VFX, which allow you to basically mask an object on your existing video and tell that what you want to do. And in my case, I wanted to actually put it into that expensive showroom. Here you can see the prompts. Here is how I did the mask, and let's press generate. And the results are pretty interesting. And here you can see all the results, and what I want to show you, they all follow exactly the Playblast we created initially, right? So we do direct the shot. Okay, now let's do one more example. example, we're gonna go to Mixamo and take the animation, right? So watches is a solid object, right? Maybe that's not impressive. Well, let's do something fun. We're gonna go grab this Mixamo animation of this twerk dance. Of course, guys, just to keep the retention on this video, we're gonna do the simple camera around and the animation running, right? That's it. The flow is very simple. I'm gonna do the Playblast, of course, and export the first frame. So for this one, let's make a cute Slavic girl. Why not? As a master prompt this time, we're gonna have image like this. Character must be visible from all sides, and we're gonna need to have face close, so AI doesn't mess with the details and keep it consistent. As additional reference, we can also have reference of the location. Let's say it will be something on the north. And finally, we also need first frame with Nano Banana, which has all this intact, and first frame on animation. Right, here we go. We do have it. Now let's do the AI rendering or video generation. So let's upload our Playblast, our first shot, and all the reference such as master prompts that we need. And here's the prompts. Again, the template I use is pretty much the same. But first, to explain the reference, right? We show the video 1 is motion source, image 1 visual style, image 2 character identity master prompts. Then we explain the task. Animate the girl from image 2 based on video 1, etc, etc, so you can see the full prompts here. Now let's hit generate button. This video will be horizontal. We're gonna try to do the max quality, and the shot is just 4 seconds. That's fine. And it looks pretty good. Everything is intact. Well, do not ask me what's happening here. This is only to catch your attention. Now let's also apply some VFX here. It actually works really great. We're gonna add the video. We're gonna add the mask, of course. It's really simple to add mask. It's quite a smart tool. It understands the segmentation. Boom. Let's create the target look right here. So we're gonna try to make it a winter, right? And let's generate image, and here we go. Boom. Well, look absolutely nice. And now we can actually hit generate, and that will use that as a reference. And I also gonna try relight video, and we're gonna choose from preset here. How about we go with golden hour, because our original video is not sunny at all. Let's add some sun, right? And here are the results. Pretty good. And here's the golden hour. Actually, this AI relight is probably the only one that actually works. I've been testing and searching for tools like this for a while. The other just not working. This one is actually work with video. There are a lot of that work with images, and of course you can do that with Nano Banana or ChatGPT image, but for the video and to keep it consistent, this is pretty much only one tool I know right now. And if you guys want to try all these cool tools and do not lose all your money, this is really a good balanced option. The link will be in the description. And this approach pretty much worked with anything. So here we also did a try with the Hornet, and you can see again, like the idea is the same. Again, you do the Playblast, you show what's going on, you do the animation, you set the camera, basically you do direct the shot, then you create a master prompt of entities presented in the scene. Again, it can be not only one subject, it can be pilot, aircrafts, can be multiple characters in the scene. Then we do generate first shots, provide with Playblast all the dependencies, and then run the generation. It's not going to generate perfect renders all the time, but it's getting better, and the better you prompt it, the better the result. And this is actually usable in production. In fact, customers are looking people who are capable of working with video AI and get use of it like this way. If you're gonna try to generate videos based on only on image prompts, it might work out, but you're gonna spend 5x more credits and time, and it's way more frustrating. At some point, AI will be smart enough, but this is how pro earn money right now, right here. That was Steph. Like and subscribe, and see you in the next video.